Alright, once again we have Sadako on a truly rotten map. The Onryo was recently buffed, so going to see how things go, but this map is notorious for being unfavorable to most killers. I find it truly laughable when the developers say things like they don't design maps to favor one side or the other, and yet maps like this still exist. That's a little trick you can do with Sadako where you can start to demanifest so it looks like you're breaking the pallet and actually don't break it and just keep pursuing them. So even if it's a god pallet, if they panic, you sometimes might be able to get them. It's the same thing with Wesker. You can start to do his virulent bound to where it looks like he's going to break the pallet, but actually he isn't. This is a build I saw True Talent use recently when he's playing the Onryo. I've been having fairly good success with it, and I understand the mechanics behind it, where every TV will play the projection effect, so make it look like you're coming out of every TV. And hopefully after you hook a survivor, the rest of them will panic and get off a gen, so that gen locks up. Okay, that's a very weak pallet. I don't even need to pretend to break it. Why did you do that? Okay, she really panicked there. I most likely would have had to break that pallet, but now I don't. So I recently got a question from someone who was starting out as killer in this game, and I appreciate all questions. Yeah, the killers I would recommend using if you're just starting out are basic killers like Wraith, Pig is good, Legion, Trapper to an extent. Basically, any killer whose power is relatively simple and who moves at 115 movement speed. That way you'll get a basic idea of how survivors play around certain loops. And you don't need to think too much about the killer's abilities. I like Pig the best because she has a built-in slowdown mechanic. Her traps. So if you're, with her, you can get an idea of how they'll loop, and you also give yourself some more time to actually go for chases, because hopefully you'll have other survivors with traps on their heads that they'll want to get off. Pig's dash is kind of weak, so I wouldn't even consider that much of an anti-loop on her. It's not very good. Yeah, that's a god pallet. I can't do anything about that. That's the nice thing about the Onryo, is that you can teleport to a TV and sometimes take a survivor completely by surprise, because they'll think that you're still behind them. This house is very badly designed. So it seems like these guys know what to do against Sadako. They are, at least the tap. He's grabbing a tape, so that's what you want to do. You want to get a tape and just hang on to it. I don't know how well this killer is performing in terms of kill rate, which really doesn't mean a whole lot, but I'm sure she'll probably get nerfed in the future. I think the iridescent tape add-on makes her a little too strong. I think they need to tweak that. That's not going to help you. This is the thing with the new Onryo. You can't really ignore her condemned mechanic as you could in the past when playing as Survivor. You actually have to do something about it. You can't just continue to do gens like nothing's going on. I've been having a lot of fun with this killer recently, though, ever since her changes. I don't expect that to last. If the developers notice that a killer is strong, how did that hit? I thought I was far enough away from that. Oh, that's right. He's got For the People. He probably has Buckle Up, too, which is a broken perk combination. So, I think it's 10 seconds. I have to wait until I can hit them. Yeah. That new Buckle Up For the People perk meta, if you hit them right after they get someone up, they both a healer and the person they got up have endurance for 10 seconds. I have no idea why they insist on attaching endurance to every perk now for Survivor. It's very annoying. I have no idea you went all the way around like that. She could have wasted more of my time here. So we're doing fairly well on this map. 3 gens left and only 2 survivors to worry about. He panicked. He thought I was going to break it. I love that little mind game. I've never really used it before. Honestly, I started doing it when I saw True Talent use it in one of his videos. I'm like, huh, that's really clever, because they don't know if you're going to break the pallet or if you're going to demanifest. I'm pretty sure the beginning animation is virtually the same. I knew about the Wesker trick where you start to do a virulent bound and it looks like you're going to break the pallet. Okay, I thought I heard her get on this gate. Honestly, if she gets it, I don't care. 3K's a win. This map has so many hiding spots for these survivors. It's difficult to see where they actually go sometimes. Yeah, she gets that. That's fine. Well, we performed better than I thought we would on that terrible map.